Hello, and welcome to a new video. Today, guys, we are featuring a team from the top teams for Ultra League video. In case you haven't watched it, I made 12 teams for Ultra League. I'm testing out this one because it's kind of cheap and accessible in a way. Like Polyras recently had a calm day. Same applies to Charizard, like Charmander had multiple community days and a classic community day, so they are kind of accessible. Trav, I believe everyone has Trav. Like, if you've been playing for the last year or two, you most probably have a Trevenant simply because it dominated the meta. It was a cheap answer, barely required XL, like I don't know, a level or two, and it dominated the meta, so lots of people have them. This team actually turned out to be well afterwards. It had a rough start, but then it was very good. I featured the first 3 sets in this team simply because, well, if you want to play a team and you are new to it, you're gonna lose no matter what, regardless of what you face actually, because simply you'll be too slow to react, you won't know what to do until you play set 2, 3, 4, you kind of get adjusted to the team, then you start going up. So to save you that, I made a video that is somewhat long. It's gonna be long, but hopefully it's worth it. It will prepare you, it's very cheap and playable. And if you are like me and you hate Hisui Cup because it's a boring meta, so you don't have any other choice but Ultra League. So with that being said, let's dive into the video. Alright, so first lead. Absolutely awful. This thing, Heliolisk, it tracks the whole team. It has a normal type, so resist, double resist ghost types. Of course, it's an electric, so it beats my backline. Polyras deals super effective damage to it as well, so it is my only counter for it. But yeah, I desperately swap. I know I will not be aligning, and this isn't a good move, but what can I do? Swap to Charizard, they will beat me. They will beat me even with Polyras. And Jellicent is an absolute wall to Polyras, so till now we are hard countered. And when you are hard countered like that, chances are you aren't really gonna win the game. Let's be honest. We do our best, we always do our best, and we learn from these losses. Polyras is very tanky, very good. Normal Zard is also somewhat, well, not tanky, but it's not squishy. It can take a hit. Same applies to Trevenant, it's not very squishy, and they both hit very hard. So the team is balanced when it comes to actual bulk. Here, by the way, Heliolisk has a Grass Knot recommendation sometimes, so I called a Grass Knot or a bait that didn't work, but yeah, we were gonna lose either way. Next game isn't looking any better. Ironically, a water type can beat a grass type, especially after the nerf of Trevenant. We now need 6 Shadow Claws for a Seed Bomb, which is very much slow. And we are also countered on the swap, but Polyras versus Vino is actually kind of okayish. Simply because we had a few counters. When we swapped, our opponent didn't swap right away. And well, we deal super effective damage and resisted, and as you saw, we flipped it, or so I thought, only to be countered again. So we aren't triple hard countered. Poly, what a beast. We make a move. I should have gone for resist cold, but yeah, we swapped, so technically Zard counters their third Sneasler, so we weren't triple hard countered, but we are still hard countered, and they got a boost, so we are losing this one hard. Alright, hard counter city over here. This is a very tricky matchup because it beats 2 out of 3, especially since a lot of Gliscor are actually running Night Slash and Airy Lace. Like, they dropped, I believe, the Registeel for coverage against fighters, which isn't bad. And we are countered again. Poly reaches a move, which is good. And we reach another. This is actually huge, not just good, because right now we will grab a shield and they are very low. We can tank at least one move, maybe we shield the other and farm them all the way down. Still, I don't think we can really win because Gliscor is normal, not shadow, so they can take a hit easily. They can, I believe, even survive a shadow ball. Probably not comfortably if they survive well. They call the bait. Yeah, that's the thing. Don't bait in Ultra League. Honestly, most Pokemons can afford to take a risk because simply Ultra League Pokemons are bulky. When a move won't KO you, you have a chance, a better risk of taking a calling a bait. However, things turn out somewhat okayish for us because we can near one shot. Yeah, the game here is to let it go. Oh, it's a 9/2, so yeah, we farm them down. Okay, we win one. That's good. Alright, another core breaker for the team simply because depending on the moveset of Tentacruel, they win different matchup versus Trevenant. Of course, it's shield dependent as well, but if they have Acid Spray and they go the 2 shield scenario, they will destroy us. If they have Blizzard and they go the zeros, they will win as well. So, kind of depending on the moveset. We swap. This might look dumb to you, but Tenta is already down shield and down health. Shadow Claw did add up. And Poly is actually a beast. Like, even in tough scenarios, this Pokemon absolutely dominates. So as you see, we make the Scald here. This... Oh, we also get a debuff. So yeah, I believe we can shield once. Oh, I decide to let it go. And they survive. They keep switch, but they are shields down. Also, look at Trevenant. Trevenant is basically down. So yeah, they have alignment where they want it. Scrafty is very rare in this meta, but kind of beats Trevenant. So it has a place. Since Trevenant now will probably rise, it's very good. It has a good typing, and Ancient Power destroys Charizard. If they had Shadow Sneak, we would be somewhat of an okayish situation still, but with it, yeah, the game is, I believe, over. Yeah, here I should just let it go. They power up, so what do? I want to see how much a Seed Bomb does. I hope the shield. I hope I shield here. Oh, okay, I shield, that's good. I want to see how much a Seed Bomb does to Scrafty. I believe it's not terrible. Like, let's see, maybe... okay, that's decent. 3 do KO. Anyway, we lost. So, we lost 3 and 1-1 so far, and this is kind of tough because Poliwrath, depending on the moveset, of course, they are running Play Rough. Most run Overheat. This one is running Play Rough, so in that case they can 2-shot us. Here I let it go, hoping it's a Brutal Swing bait. This way I can withstand it, of course, because it's resisted. But my opponent plays it perfectly. Here I go straight for the Shadow Claw because if they call it, it's resisted, I'll be in big trouble. They don't. However, they brought a Jellicent into a Trevenant, so now things are looking different. Now I'm getting hope. I bait once, I get a shield, and I catch because, oh, we catch a Shadow Ball too, so it's neutral instead of super effective, and they throw again, so they are energy dry. They had, okay, I expected, to be fair, I expected another water type, but Registeel works well. Trevenant does okay against it. I hope they don't get a debuff by the first second, because if in this one they don't get the debuff, we can farm them all the way down. They get the debuff, so forget farming them all the way down. I'm gonna have, okay, I click on the move, but it doesn't register. Well, we're still almost with 100 energy. After the Shadow Claw reaches 100 energy, so let's see what they want to do. They call a bait, Shadow Ball, GG's. Alright, next set. Terrible lead. Technically terrible safe swap. Although Poliwrath is a beast, they are dealing resisted damage like us with a fast move, and we both hit for super effective damage with the charge move. I call a bait, and people tend to really bait. Don't bait. It's really not worth it. They bait again, however, this time they get a shield, so I believe this one was good. I will bait as well, because one will KO. So they call it, and yeah, most importantly, I can reach another one. So even if they throw, I have a shield. So I got alignment. Maybe I shield. Yes, not a bad move because Icy Wind. Look, Ghost Lord isn't very high in defense. It's very high in HP. For that, fast moves don't deal a lot of damage to it, and it's very bulky. However, charge moves deal somewhat good. Like, it's not absolutely monstrously bulky, so you know, hitting it with a super effective charge move is worth it. But yeah, I don't think I can win this one. They have probably a move stored. Yeah, probably a loss. We're starting the second set with a loss. Shadow Ball to the face. It doesn't KO, I believe. Oh, okay, it doesn't KO, but yeah. We got Dragon Tail down. My opponent decides to go for the safest way, which is to throw, and it's actually the better play, of course. Another Guzzlord lead, another tough game. Let's see. We swap into our hardest answer, especially for this matchup, because if I don't swap into my hardest answer here and I bait out an electric, Zard gets destroyed. So this is why I do it. And as you see, Poliwrath isn't actually terrible. Here I call a bait, and it's Brutal Swing, so I will reach another move. This is proving to be exceptional for me. Even if they shield, and they shield, they are down 2 shields. They are double debuffed, I believe, so single or double, I can comfortably take a Brutal Swing since they are in Shadow. I swap. Here I can safely shield one. It won't do a great damage, especially since it's a normal Charizard, but yeah. And as you see, look at the Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is non-stab. It's a terrible move, absolutely terrible move, and still, look at the damage. We put them in Shadow Claw farm down range, I believe, so I can let moves go, but well, they can't take me out. Here they can take me out, so I let it go simply and maybe invest a shield and farm them down. Oh look, they swap right away. One Shadow Ball will absolutely demolish this lizard thing, Skelly, and we take the win. So 1-1 so far. Absolutely good lead. What the fuck? Oranguru or whatever its name is, this thing wrecks well, my entire team basically. Zard is the only one neutral against it, and I'm not sure Zard has that much of a good matchup, so let's see. I go for the Blast Burn, yeah, hoping they don't shield and we one shot, and they shield, so things are looking tougher and tougher. Okay, we shield again, not bad. Maybe we can go for another Blast Burn and hope this time they don't shield. Well, oh, okay, they don't shield. This is good. This is proving to be good. We will give a farm down for Poliwrath, but we will land a few fast moves and a charge move. They are almost at 50% health. Here, preferably to come with, yeah, exactly, with Poliwrath, because they have energy. Icy Wind is super effective, and we don't really want to lose Trevenant right away, and we don't want to go 0 shields. They are staying in, and they are shielding. So now, what do? I catch. Simply because it looks like Poliwrath is the way to go. They are saving their dying Poliwrath only to take care of it, so I assume they have something in the back to take care of Trevenant. It's a Registeel, so yeah, I can let this one go. I believe I can survive it. Barely survive it, but still barely is enough. We trust in IVs here. And we go for the Shadow Ball. Okay, this game is basically over. I can shield once and farm all the way down. Here I throw and I lose MP apparently. Of course it didn't register. Unnecessary throw, to be honest. I just need to farm them all the way down with fast move. Yeah, and we take it. So now things are looking better in this set. Losing hard lead. I throw one and I swap right away to register the Incinerate on Poliwrath. This way it's resisted instead of super effective damage. They have Trevenant. At least they shield, because 2 Icy Wind will KO a Trev. So we will get shield advantage. And we land 2. So they are 2 stages debuffed now. I believe after this the play is to come with Charizard, because Shadow Ball, even though double debuffed, still super effective damage and will destroy the Revenant. So this way, even if they go for the Shadow Wall, let's see how much it deals. Well, around 50%, not bad. Alright, things are proving to be tough here. Greninja, this thing is monstrous, and with Poliwrath out of the way, it can roam free. Let's see, do I have a play? If they call this, I believe. Oh, they call it. Alright, now I can farm them all the way down. Okay, this is looking better, but if they call this again, maybe we win. Okay, they don't. I don't think we can win this. Even if I shield, if I don't shield, I don't really see a win con. Simply for the fact that, oh yeah, we made it to the Seed Bomb. So if I had baited, I would have probably reached a move, and here a Dragon Claw would have been enough, and we would have won. But yeah, we can't win them all. Here we have perfect alignment so far. They have Poly on the lead, and they have Greedent on the safe swap. As long as we throw one Scald, I believe we can farm them all the way down comfortably to some extent and leave with some energy. Always remember, Greedent reaches Body Slam after 4 mud shots. So 4 and they reach it. 5 for Crunch, of course. They are very spammy. We can still take them down. We have some energy. They come back with Poliwrath. Here I go for, you know, the guaranteed damage. Versus Poliwrath, it's very wise to go, if you are in the mirror, to go for Icy Wind. Simply because you reach it faster than they reach Scald. So you debuff them first, guaranteedly. And most importantly, granted, Scald is better than Icy Wind. But, there's a big but here. Counter is oppressive, and counter is the only neutral move you have. So, the more damage you deal with counter, the better. Meaning, if you prolong the game and they are dealing less damage because they are debuffed from the Icy Wind, you will win the mirror. So, maybe go for the Icy Wind and pray to the gods they don't get a debuff with Scald, and technically you're guaranteed winning the mirror. This is the way at least I play it. Here, we call the Blast Burn. I hadn't, okay. Up till this, I didn't have a win con. What my opponent did was he gave me a win con. He swapped. Now I can let one go, shield the other one, reach 100 energy, and throw one Seed Bomb at this. Let's see, we build. Okay, 100 energy. We throw. We cannot take anymore, so we need to throw before they reach a move. And we have a Shadow Ball loaded because you can store a Seed Bomb and a Shadow Ball at the same time. And this way we won a game that we shouldn't have won otherwise. Let's see, this was the final game of the second set. What did we get? Yeah, S3. So, better than A2 for... first we went 2 wins and 3 losses. Now 3 wins and 2 losses. So we are even. We are getting adjusted to the new team. Things are getting well better. We had a positive lead. However, this thing wrecks my team. So I have to kind of stay. And I make a catch. If... Once again here, we need to pause. If you are playing against a Ampharos, remember, they need 3 Volt Switch for the first and 2 for the second. So the play here was, they throw 3, they throw the first one, I let it go. I throw in the middle of the Volt Switch, so I throw 1 Shadow Claw. They are 4 turns, we are 2 turns. So after the first Shadow Claw, I grab the shield here, and then I throw after their move 2 Shadow Claws, which adds up to 4 turns. Since they are throwing right away, this should be a good time to catch, and we attempt it and we make it. We wasted all their energy. They probably have a Trailblaze since it is the recommended move, so probably good thing here to shield. They need 4, so they did build, so we go, and now Icy Wind is more than enough. Let's see, oh, they shield as well, so let's see, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna let it go? And I do, and it's a bait, so... Okay, this is looking very good right now. Let's see, depending on what they have in the back. I can reach it, I can... Alright, good job opponent. Okay, they got me. They knew I will reach it. And now I'm in a tough spot. What I need to do, I hope I do it here. Yeah, I throw 1. I need to shield. I definitely need to shield here. Yes, this is great. Okay, so the plan is to build to a Shadow Ball and exit. We built to a Shadow Ball because we win CMP over Skelly. So now, my job was Zard, and this is why normal Zard is good. Just to reach this. Just reach a Dragon Claw. This is it. Now the game is over. here I'm throwing, but it doesn't really matter. Of course, the more the more the better. So it's good, but yeah, you know, Shadow Ball will probably KO either way. But just to be safe, of course, we throw, and a Shadow Ball takes them out. Things are looking better now. Alright, tough lead. We try maybe to catch after 5. I believe my opponent saw me, so this shouldn't be a catch. Ah, they were tapping, instantly tapping. Yeah, this happens a lot in lower elo. Okay, this is a quad breaker. Now this is very tough. Very tough as a swap, because Aerial Ace deals super effective damage. And of course they have liquidation for... Okay, they go for liquidation, maybe they have X-Scissor. But yeah, recommended move is Aerial Ace. But yeah, they in general have liquidation for Charizard, and they have Shadow Claw as well as Aerial Ace dealing super effective damage versus trap. So this is actually a nightmare. But we found it all the way down because they don't have Aerial Ace. Here I swap simply because I had a move loaded. I kind of got greedy, so I gave up. Switch. I'm not so sure this is good, especially since they stayed and they didn't bait. I tried to call a bait, they didn't bait. Now things are looking absolutely terrible to me. Yeah, I don't think I can win this. Yeah, this was so unnecessary for me because I willingly gave up switch. They even called it, like, maybe if I had gone for Shadow Ball at this one, I would have had some play, but now my opponent totally destroyed me with this one. So very good opponent, like very well played, and a very noob mistake by me, so don't do it. When you win switch advantage, take it, don't give it back. This was very amateur play. Granted, my opponent played well, GG's for them. We win this lead. The Sidgewai, why the fuck is anyone running this thing? It's absolutely terrible. However, it tells me one thing. If they have Sidgewai, so maybe they are going, most probably actually not maybe, they are going for an ABB line. So they will most likely have a Trevenant in the back. I mean, opponent, if you want to do this, swap into Trev, don't swap into this thing. At least keep it as your prize. Because when you swap into it, most probably you have a Trev in the back. We go for the Blast Burn, as they call it. Here, I believe I can bait because they have Trevenant in the back. So, you know, they have to call it here and farm us down. As they don't, and okay, and they swap into Trevenant, so we can go, and they let the Blastman go. Okay, I don't remember this game, but what the fuck, simply. Alright, next game. This thing is, as we said, a core breaker, especially if they have Aerial Ace, which probably they have. They have Aerial Ace. Yeah, this is a core breaker for the team. Let's see how much Poliwrath can put up of a fight against it, but I believe the next one will need, we debuffed them so it won't KO, but they can farm us down afterwards. No, we reach, they have to throw, yeah, throw on the MP. I don't know, maybe I could have shielded and went for the down shield takedown, but yeah, too risky. So let's see, they only built to 5, Aerial Ace, we farmed them down, now we have some energy. What does my opponent have? Okay, I made a mistake. I expected the one turn to register, so I threw after the wrong time, basically. After 3, I should have waited more and threw either after 1 or after they throw their third. Sorry, I basically count my opponent moves, not my own, because it's easier to count them in case I lag or something. I just look at the damage registered on me, so sometimes I make it a little too complicated. Anyway, we are doing great so far, and they have an Annihilate. Okay, this is proving to be great, like literally great. We one-shot. And look at the Shadow Ball here. We go for the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is resistant. But as we said earlier, look at the damage. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't have the greatest defense. Not something like, for example, a Deoxys defense, which has a high defense value. Okay, this is the final game now. Well, we are RPSing the opponent, I'm sorry for that. But this is Ultra League, so even when you RPS, the games are not over. Great League, for example, this by now would have been a game over. Simply. My opponent would probably quit. But Ultra League is different. Ultra League, regardless of how much you hard counter your opponent, it's still a tough game and you still need to think your moves before you do them. So let's see, they get back with Annihilate. Of course it's the right thing to do. Let's see, we get the debuff, RNG is treating us well, and yeah, what I did was, I swapped, I gave up Switch again, even though it's a mistake. But in my defense, what I expected is, you know, either they have a Registeel in the back, or they have this thing. And I have seen multiple teams before that have Greninja. So I needed to be ahead on energy, else this will destroy my entire team. So this is why I swapped. Let's see if it paid out or no. But yeah, this was out of the box play in a way. I let the first one go because I can survive it, and survive it comfortably enough not to be farmed down with fast move since we resist them. So as long as it doesn't KO, it's good. And my opponent gets greedy, so I reach another Seed Bomb, I grab the second shield, and now things are looking good. Granted, it destroys us, but they have exactly its throw here. That's why we come back with Poly, because they cannot farm us down. And now we are looking good. We are looking pretty good. We can shield. I should throw after one. Yes, exactly. In the middle of the Water Shuriken. This way they cannot swap out, and I guarantee to register the damage, and this is a GG by now. So this was the third set. I had a very positive run afterwards. I went, I believe, on 2 4-1s. After this one, 4-1 as well. So yeah, the team isn't bad. Like, really isn't bad, but you need to give it time, and it's very cheap. Like, maybe there are a lot of better options out there. Not gonna say it's the best team for Ultra League or anything, but it's cheap enough, so if you don't have many Pokemons built, this thing will do you good. As you saw, it's very effective. It needs time to adjust to it. I hope you watch this video, at least you can skip, you know, the first set going totally negative. This way at least you know what to do, you know what the play is, you know how to play, what are the strategies. But good luck with it. All I can say is this, because a team clicks with someone while it doesn't click with the other, but you can only know that when you give it enough time. Like, don't play a team for one game. Oh yes, I got hard countered. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, look at my first set, for example. Heliolisk. Who sees Heliolisk on the first match? So yeah, we got hard counted. We play multiple games. We play 10-15 games. We see the team in action against multiple opponents, and we see how it goes. Also, one tip. I know I made this way too long, but one tip. If you want to rank up in ELO, don't play back-to-back games. I don't care if there is a algorithm or not, that's not the point. The point is, you need to rest in between games. You make your best decision when you are calm. So when you play one game, you are losing, even if you don't feel it, you are getting angrier, getting more frustrated. Not saying it's full and you are angry and frustrated and you want to punch a wall. No, it builds up. Frustration builds up over time. After one game, you start getting this. So, if you want to rank up, my advice is play one game, rest for half an hour or so, play another game. Rest for a half an hour and play another, and so on. This way you're always playing when you are calm, you are starting anew. I know it's tough to stop after losing, because you need that when you need that dopamine rush in order to be able to continue, but yeah, ranking isn't easy, is it? So this is my best advice I can give, actually, as a non-teachable advice. This is just a playstyle. And with that, I will say good luck on the next video. In the next video, I will try to make it as short as possible in order, you know, to make up for almost reaching 30 minutes. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.